Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got the healing that I want. Just like they say in the song, till the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. We got this king size to ourselves. Don't have to share with no one else. Don't keep your secrets to yourself. It's Kama Sutra show and tell. Yeah. Whoa. Just like they say in the song, till the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got to give it all to me. I'm screaming mercy, mercy, please. Just like they say in the song, till the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. And when you leave me all alone, babe. Oh, yes, love in your eyes that pulls me closer. It's so subtle, I'm in trouble, but I'd rather be in trouble with you. It's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Ooh, babe, I got that healing that you want, yeah. Like they say in the songs, on to the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got that healing that I want. Just like they say in the song, till the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on, babe. You got to give it up to me. I'm screaming mercy, mercy, please. Just like they say in the song, until the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Just like they say in the song, until the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Ooh.
Stand up like a soldier, baby. Yeah, I know you been like that. Gun it like a holster, baby. Show them say you're wicked like that. We live where the war is raging, chasing our crazy dreams, hoping that the bridge won't cave in. So now we'll let it all go free. Give me the thing, I make me rockin' at the dance. Give me the thing, I make me rockin' at the dance. Once she took out stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I make me rock, 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 rock. Give me the thing, I make me rockin' at the dance. Give me the thing, I make me rockin' at the dance. Once she took out stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I make me light it up.
flame to the fire. It's spraying like your name on a flyer. You wanna tame your desire, but you light it up, now your aim getting higher. I dey wait for Messiah, but until that day, I'ma rise up high. I put my light in the air, I wanna see everywhere. Let me see you. 2x2 for the sequel. 3x3 for my people. I know say I'm out to be next to my neighbor. Put your lighters on. Lighters on.
Light it up.
Let me see you. 2x2 for the sequel. 3x3 for my people. I know say I'm out to be next to my neighbor. Let me see you. 2x2 for the sequel. Put your lighters on. Lighters on.
Blaze like a candle wick. Yeah, light it up.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when the band plays "Hail to the Chief," ooh, they point the cannon at you. No, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator, son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. No. Some folks are born silver spoon in hand. Lord, don't they help themselves, dog? But when the tax man comes to the door, Lord, the house look like a rummage sale, yes. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no millionaire son, dog. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one, dog. Yeah, some folks inherit star-spangled eyes. Ooh, they send you down to war. And when you ask them how much should we give, ooh, the only answer, more. Yo, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no military son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son. Good evening, everyone. If you're ready, we're going to start with the press conference after the match Fenerbahçe Dogus. Congratulations on your win. It was a match, I believe, more than a typical one for both teams. We have worked hard on the last few years, and it's always hard to play against Real Madrid. I think we started the match quite well. Something I talked to the players before the match, that they just need to think about it, to be focused, and on the difficult moments they should stay focused.
we did all that, and we lose that because of Real Madrid reaction and our mistakes. So if you're not focused and if you think because of this and because of that, that's the result the whole time. Over the break, we talked about this, that they have one single job, which is to play basketball, to be aggressive from the defensive and offensive point of view, and we change, and I think at the end we deserve to win. I emphasize against a great team that had a wonderful season up to now, from my point of view, bearing in mind the different injuries they had during the period. It's an important win for us, but we have 6 more matches in the Euroleague. We have to keep on fighting and see where we finish in the regular phase. Questions for the coach? As usual, please identify yourself and the company that you represent. Okay? Javier Rodriguez, Planet ACB. I know that you're not very much to provide a personal assessment, but I would like your opinion about Luka in the second half. Yep, he changed in the first half. He did nearly nothing, quite shy in all the decisions. And I told him that and some others, if you don't change, we're going to finish quite poorly. To be aggressive, especially in the attack, because it was clear the kind of defense the Madrid was having. And at the end, they understood, and the second half was very good. Any further questions for the coach? Okay, good. Thank you.
a grain of sand. In your hands, you can show it's God's plan. Like the clouds that pass us by, you can tell me lies, but I know why. You know what it feels when you can't fight no more. But I want your heart and open up the door and shadow nights when I look in the sky.
Yeah, Big Snoop Dogg, learn how to move with this. Precision and vision is how I'm doing this. I keep it going, it's snowing, I think I'm through with this. Enormously known, but so gratuitous. A lot of Patron, you know my crew is sick. Learn how to move with this, yeah. Big Snoop Dogg.
Like I'm home again, I wanna replay. Just like there is no end, I wanna replay.
When I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets one next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's hovering to you. That I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm walking, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in from the work I do, I pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I crawl, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's worrying all with you. But I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. About the time when I'm with you. But I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. But I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Down the end and 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 down the end.
noches.
Good evening. We'll start a press conference after the match Real Madrid. First, as usual, the assessment from Lasso and then questions. To congratulate Fenerbahçe for the win. I think it was a match. Well, for me, there are two different readings. The first one, which is clearly from the statistical point of view, I think the match was quite equal in many things. It was quite similar. We even win the assessment from the match, but the 3-pointers from down was kind of decisive, 13 out of 20. It's quite a high percentage. Many of the shots would answer, but they have a great quality, and we know they can do that. And then the feeling, our feeling, that the team worked well. I have the feeling that we did many things right, but we were quite punished with specific mistakes. A bad attack, mistake, and then a foul, which are 2 free shots for them. Specific situations on the match that punished us a lot in a match which is as similar as this one. And that's it. As I always say, we have to keep on looking forward. We have another match in less than 48 hours, and next week we have quite a difficult match on the Euroliga against Panathinaikos home. So this type of match should help us to keep on growing, and of course to congratulate Fenerbahçe on the win. Questions for the coach? Please remember to say your name and the company that you represent. Thank you. Pablo Javier Rodriguez, Planet ACB. You've mentioned it, but I don't know if the key was exactly those 3-pointers, if you saw that as a percentage on the quality, or because there were defensive mistakes when it was executed, because you threw the same but with a different percentage. And I would also like to ask about something which is the Maciuli that was injured, if it's something he asked or that you have mentioned, and how does that affect to the team, because it's difficult. There were several. I remember Dixon's from one quarter next, Kalinitz on the last second, some from Lucas after the dribble. So they had that. They scored that. It seems that coaches look at many things, but the scoring is very important, and they did that. They took it for until the last second, and they threw the ball in the last few seconds and scored. That's their merit. And some of them we could do something better, but in some others it's just them. I'm more worried about our own situations, some defensive ones and some offensive ones. I think we read wrong on gift and fouls was a bonus that also punish us, especially in these matches when there's not so much difference. Regarding Jonas, I'm going to try and be quite fast. I understand Jonas' situation is quite good, quite well. Jonas wants to play. He always says that. And for us, he's a very loved player, very appreciated. We value how much he contributed to Real Madrid. He won everything he can win in Europe with this T-shirt. And he was feeling bad because he was playing less minutes and he was looking for the best situation for him. We understood perfectly, and for us, Jonas will always be one of ours. You see, when he was saying goodbye in the dressing room, the faces, people were not happy because you lose a player everyone lost, but we of course understand his situation, as I always say. People are very important, and in this case, Jonas leaves a footprint on the team. Even as a coach, I hope I would have many Jonases in my team. But I understand his personal situation, and I wish him the best in the future. Thank you. Hello, Pablo. Fenerbahçe proved in the previous season how relative these wins and defeats is. You're one away from the 4th position. Do you leave that being worried or anxious because you've lost with your opponents lately, with the strongest one, or just perfecting the way you looking to play against them? I always say Euroleague is 30 high-level matches, and if you bet on what you're going to win and lose, you're never going to win. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Everyone would think that we would never lose with Estrella Roja at home, or that we would not win at home at Fenerbahçe. Each match is a different one, and except for one, we were able to be until the last ball inside the match. As a matter of fact, the one Randolph has told, if he doesn't bomb with Carroll, maybe we win, and it seems that everything changes. My duty is to look at what we need to improve so we can be competitive at the level we are competing throughout the season. From that moment onwards, it's quite simple. If we win the 6 matches, we will be among the first 4 ones for sure. So right now, my single thought is to win the next match day. That's about all I'm thinking about. I think about what we can do and not about what others do, except if I have to. Maybe we need someone to win or to lose. But right now, what I'm worried about is to improve my team and to win next match. From Bernabeu.com, you're talking about the last match. I would like to ask more than about the play about Luka, because maybe when he sees that he's not playing as good, he seems angry. How do you see him? And sometimes maybe he feels pressed because of how young he is, and playing these last matches at home, such important matches, sometimes playing at home is an advantage or is a disadvantage. I always like to play at the Palace. I think the fans support, and playing home, I always rather play the most difficult ones at home. That's my personal view. Regarding Luka, I saw him well. I think he suffered more from the defensive than the offensive point of view in the line of the team. Some specific mistake that damages us, but I could say it from Luka or from other players. So as I always say, don't look at a specific personal aspects. I assess that he could have played better or worse, but I see Luka well, and I have no problem. I don't see that he is suffering because he is young or any other things. I've been seeing him play in Real Madrid for years, and he's always there, and he plays the best for the team. Any further questions? Okay, thank you.
The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do.